So a lot has happened to our boy Adam22 in the past couple of years since we last talked about him. As now the No Jumper podcast, which Adam is the host of, is now apparently going broke. And Adam would announce this shocking news via the No Jumper YouTube channel in a video called No Jumper is Going Broke, where he explains some of the reasons the podcast has seen lower levels of revenue as of late.
We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit. We hired a whole bunch of editors and other employees, and we bought a huge office building that cost us almost $4 million, thinking that the growth that we were experiencing during the pandemic was going to continue. And unfortunately, that did not happen. Our YouTube numbers, which had doubled or even tripled, gradually returned to normal. Our Snapchat and Facebook numbers, which had exploded during COVID, sometimes even hitting 6 figures a month, shrank by about 80% or more. Our Patreon, which was absolutely killing it for a year or two when we were doing uncensored, aka nude interviews with up-and-coming superstars like Kazumi and Sky Bree, fell off quite a bit with the launch of Plug Talk and a decreased interest in seeing us interview stars.
And due to now being in this situation of losing money from the podcast, it led to Adam doing many different things to try to get more money. One was firing several employees from the No Jumper podcast, which is a whole bunch of drama in itself. Like, No Jumper in general just has a bunch of drama going on over there, so we can get into that another time. Another was the classic influencer move, a crypto scam where you try to scam your own fans and take their money. But the other was reaching into his bag, pulling out the lotion, and walking over and taking a nice seat in the cuck chair in the corner of the room. Because for the second time now, Adam22's wife, Lena the Plug, will be filming with Jason Love again. You know, the guy that had Adam's wife in all different types of positions, you know, blowing her back out, just destroying her insides, had her holding on to the sheets, literally biting on the sheets as she's holding on for dear life. Yeah, that nigga. And you know how Adam is, you know, he's over here, he's coping hard, he's pretending that he's in on the joke, and he finds it so funny, and that he's so proud of his wife for paying their bills while he figures out his financial situation. And while I do think Adam was okay with her doing this right now because they need the money, I still think it's insanely pathetic. Not that being some pathetic loser is anything new for Adam lately. It's just crazy to me that someone like him who had so much success in his life is now to the point where he has to almost like pimp out his own wife just to make money and pay the bill, just to put food on a table and clothes on his kid's back. He like, here my nigga, go ahead, just dick her down right quick. That's crazy, bro. And like I said before, I know Adam tries to play into the jokes and act like he's so cool at being a cuck and he thinks it's so funny, and you guys can't really make fun of him for it because he's making fun of himself for it too. But it's like, come on man, let's really be for real. I truly don't care what anybody says. You know, you could show me a study, whatever. This is something I'ma die on this hill. There's no way there's any man out there who genuinely enjoys watching his wife get fucked by other men. Like, I understand Adam is a self-proclaimed Satanist and he loves being degenerate and all that. He got all these tattoos on his body. He do adult content. He just do all this degenerate stuff, right? But I mean, at some point, you know, there has to be some sort of line drawn somewhere. Like, this isn't just some girl you're kind of just casually seeing. This isn't even just your girlfriend. This is not only your wife, but also the mother of your children. So to be giving her away to other men all the time, bro, like, that is insane. Like, y'all remember a couple years ago when they first started this, he was just like, he was hosting reality dating shows where all the dudes he cool with get to smash, and he was, oh, Andrew Tate, you want to have my wife too? Hey Neon, you want to do this with my wife? It's like, it's so weird. Plus, like, bro, they've only been married for like 2 years, bro, and then they just started doing all this stuff 2 years ago. It was like, damn, she waited till y'all was locked all the way in to start taking BBCs. Like, I'm sorry, but I refuse to believe that there are actual people out there who get some sort of satisfaction from this type of dynamic in their relationship. And how could a woman really respect her man if she letting other dudes hit, bro? Like, I understand they do adult content and stuff, but it's like, come on, bro. Like, but then even that, it's like, how could y'all be with other people? I truly just, this is something I really don't get. But enough about that for right now. Part of me started to think that this was Adam pretending she was doing this to pay the bills. Like, he's just acting like, well, you know, they need the money, so she gonna do another Jason Love thing again, when in actuality, she just wanted to be with Jason Love a second time. And, you know, he just trying to spin it as this is her paying the bills or whatever. Because, I mean, she clearly enjoyed the first time they was together. And while I do think part of this was her idea, considering that the first time she was even with Jason Love was also her idea, you know, what a coincidence. I do again believe that Adam did agree to this because this will allow them to make some quick money right quick, because apparently they made so much money the first time they did this scene together or whatever. Plus, No Jumper isn't as big as it once was just a few years ago, and it doesn't hold the same amount of weight online as it used to. That doesn't mean the podcast is like dead broke or something. You know, Adam 22 ain't finna be homeless on the streets in the next 2 weeks or something. They still make good money by any standard in terms of content creation, but it's not enough for the big giant space they film in and having to pay the bills for that, and on top of that, all the employees they hire and stuff like that, right? Because apparently the new space they was in cost like $5 million for them to get. Like, that's insane, bro. Them pandemic checks must have been hidden for something crazy, because $5 million for a podcast space, that is insane. Like, you know, like a lot of people do podcasts out of their house. Like, bro, that's crazy. But honestly, he probably would have been just fine if he just kept the podcast where it was already at. Like, I don't really see why he needed a bigger space. I mean, I guess for more employees, but he really didn't have to change anything about his podcast. Like, it's honestly just pure comedy that this nigga was so surprised that nobody had any interest in him interviewing prawn stars. Like, yeah, no shit, bro. What a shock. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Why would anybody give a single fuck about what a prawn star has to say, bro? That's not what we watch them for. Like, people don't go on them websites because, oh man, they're so interesting. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about your personality, what your favorite color is, or how you like your eggs cooked. Just do your fucking job, bitch. Like what are we doing? Now, don't get me wrong. Like, some of the interviews from prawn stars can be interesting depending on who it is. Like, a woman who is known as like a legend in the adult film industry, which is crazy. But a woman who's like a legend in the adult film industry, yeah, it could be interesting to see what she has to say about the industry as a whole and all the stuff she did, right? No Jumper used to be a place for rappers until rappers mysteriously started getting swept up by the feds after their No Jumper interviews, which is pretty suspicious. You know, Adam might be a federal agent, and video on that coming real soon. And then all the constant like fights and crazy viral moments of people just going off on each other definitely doesn't make No Jumper a very friendly and welcoming environment for guests. I mean, why would you go on a platform where at any point niggas might just start scrapping for no reason? And what's up with all these colorful characters they've been hiring and firing lately? Like, they got some real scoundrels over there at No Jumper. Like Sharp, that nigga sound like he smoked about 40 cigarettes every day since birth. I don't know what's up with his voice. Or Almighty Dotson, like, what's up with bro? He a tweaker, bro. He always trying to fight somebody for no reason. Like, he always just ready to tweak out. Jala, like, he just a fat weirdo, bro. I don't know what's up with him. Brick Baby, who is honestly, he just pure comedy.
Gucci Man got some good pussy.
But now he's locked up because of his work at No Jumper, along with a bunch of other rolling 60s and gang members in general. I'm telling you, that's not a coincidence. I mean, y'all probably already know that though. But it's just sad at this point how much the No Jumper podcast is really falling. Well, I guess it's not really all that sad because, I don't really care anyway. I was never like a No Jumper fan to begin with. I watched some of their interviews, but at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck. It's more like sad how low some people are really willing to go just for money and just to be at this status or whatever. And it's really sad for their kids. Imagine the horror of waking up every day knowing that Adam 22 and Lena the Plug are your mother and father. Now that's a real tragedy. And then you're one of those people, like, you can never roast anybody. You can never laugh. If somebody getting roasted, they better not catch you laughing or smiling. You can't even crack a smirk. Because the minute you crack that smirk, niggas gonna be like, ain't this your mom right here? And it's just gonna be her getting cracked out, banged out by all types of BBCs. Bruh. See, that's crazy, dude. Because they kids probably gonna come across that eventually. But, so glad that's not me. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit it with a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Turn on post notifications, share this video. On a road to 2,000 subscribers. Like it, sub us so we can get there. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you to everybody who's been subscribing. I'm out, though. Catch you guys next time.